Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 49, Shades of Grey Part 2. This came out July 1992. Cover art is by A.C. Farley. Stories by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Pencils by Jim Lawson. Inks by Keith Aiken. Tones by Eric Talbot. And letters by Mary Gallagher. And this is basically the fallout from the previous issue. The fallout of Casey accidentally killing someone. I don't want to say a kid, because even though everyone in this series like refers to the victim as a kid, yeah, he's not really a kid. He was like I would say a late teen, and he was a gangbanger. I mean, I I don't know. It's kind of weird because I don't really feel like Casey was in the wrong there. But yeah, so we start off with April talking to her sister, and basically she is worried about starting a relationship with someone. And that someone was, in the previous issue, there was a guy on a motorcycle who helped April out when she was having car troubles. And I guess he would like to see her again. And she's kind of like debating on if she should, start up a relationship or not, because of the fact that like the life she leads, with the whole turtles and Casey and the Foot Clan and all the dangers that they're constantly in. And so April finishes her conversation with her sister, goes inside, sees Master Splinter, and basically talks to him about like her worries and stuff. She talks to him about the guy that she met. She talks about the fact that she feels like every time, like ever since she met the Turtles and Casey, like her life has been like really secretive and strange, and she doesn't know if she can be in any kind of relationship with the life that she's leading, and like she just kind of wants a normal life. Like she doesn't really want the kind of life she's having now. She just wants to. Sometimes she wish she had a normal life, and so she asks Splinter like, what should she do? And Splinter just kind of looks at her and he says, "Leave," and then he walks away. And I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks, buddy." I don't know. This seems kind of weird for Splinter. I mean, Splinter would probably be like a weird person to ask relationship advice for, because I never saw him as a relationship kind of person. But even then, like he always seemed like someone like if you were to talk to him about your problems, he would actually like listen to you and not necessarily tell you what to do, but kind of guide you towards figuring out for yourself. But the fact that he just kind of, I mean, he doesn't even really pay attention to her this entire time. He kind of just like walks into the room, just walks past her, doesn't even look at her. And then when she asks him, like, for his advice, he just kind of looks at her for a moment. He just says leave, and then he just keeps going. It's like he just completely brushes her off. I was like, damn, Splinter, that's ice cold. So we cut to Casey, and he wakes up in his bed. And he's feeling really sick because he pretty much just drank himself to sleep. And so he's throwing up in the toilet, and April walks by and asks if he's okay, and he just yells at her to go away. So she's kind of like, okay, well, that's someone else giving me the brush off. So yeah, Casey just grabs his jacket, decides to go for a walk, and he's still, well, I was going to say he's still hungover, but as he's going for his walk, he's drinking. So he's just continuing the alcoholic phase right now. He's just continuing to get drunk. He even stops for a moment to throw up and then continue on his walk. And eventually he comes across Donatello, who's sitting on this fallen tree above a little lake, and Donatello's just kind of staring at the waters and trying to understand the patterns that are happening. Basically, he has to deal with that chaos theory and stuff. And of course, Casey Jones is like, dude, why the hell do you keep talking like that? Like, why do you always talk using like huge words and stuff, almost like you're talking down to people, like you're better than everybody? And Donatello's like, what the hell are you talking about? What's going on? And Casey's like, like of all the time we've spent together, like I don't know anything about you. Why is that? Donatello's like, well, we don't share the same interests, I guess. And Casey just keeps like just getting really angrier and angrier. Like, how the hell would you know what I'm interested in? He's basically trying to pick a fight with Donatello. He's just so filled with self-hatred that he's kind of lashing out at everybody. So, and of course it's starting to work because Donatello's starting to get pissed off, and Donatello's like, dude, why don't you just leave? Like, we can talk when you're sober. So Casey walks across the tree with a stick and starts jabbing it into Donatello's face, basically trying to provoke a fight. And a fight he gets. In a fight that quickly ends with Donatello knocking him off the tree and into the water below, where Casey just kind of sits there and soaking in his depression. And then we have Raphael having a duel, or I should say a sparring, with Leonardo, which ends with Leonardo winning. And Michelangelo's like, that's 2 out of 3. Like, why don't you just give it a rest? And Ralph just walks out. Then we have Casey, and he's back at the playground. He's kind of just staring at it, and he's like, if only. I'm assuming he means like if only things had gone different or something. And that's when nobody shows up, but nobody is in his police gear. And basically, he kind of confronts Casey and says, the person that you killed, like his friends showed up they turned themselves in at the police station, and they explained what happened. So it matches your account. So under those circumstances, it seems like, it was self-defense. Casey's like, you sound kind of disappointed. And nobody's like, do I? Well, I guess, I prefer an open and shut case, and you seem to be really guilty. And they kind of have this talk about like the whole yin yang theory and stuff, and balance and all that. And nobody's like, the way I see it, the farther mankind progresses, the farther it regresses. I'm like, you know what? Like, looking at the way our society is now, especially the last few years, yeah, I can kind of see that. I constantly question what the hell is happening with our world, and why does it seem like society as a whole is just regressing. Things are just getting even more and more chaotic. But yeah, nobody kind of basically says that. He's like, sometimes you got to wonder if there's a limit, a point at which the fabric of society tears. And Casey's like, well, I don't know, but I gotta go. And the cop's like, yeah, I won't stop you. And then Casey just walks off. And yeah, that's how it ends. That's how they end this little issue. It was interesting. This was more of like a reflecting issue. Like it's not that much action other than Donatello and Casey's brief fights. This is just more of, I guess, we're kind of seeing where everyone's at in their lives, and it seems like everyone's just freaking depressed as hell. Like April, is questioning the life that she's living right now. Casey's depressed after killing someone who tried to kill him. Like, I keep saying it that way because it's just, I don't buy it. I don't know. Maybe you guys do. Maybe one of you guys can explain it to me. But I don't see why Casey is that upset. He's killed people before. I mean, unless they retcon that, which, I mean, they haven't said it in any of the issues, but Casey started off as a vigilante that said, like, everyone deserves a death penalty for every crime that they commit. Like, regardless of the levels of crime, your punishment is death. So, I mean, he went around and he killed people. People he saw as criminals, which you would think would be the person that he killed in the previous issue, because that person was a criminal who attacked him with a knife and almost killed him if he didn't protect himself in time. So I just don't get why he's that upset about killing someone. But yeah, so April's dealing with her issues. Casey's dealing with her issues. I don't know if Splinter's dealing with any issues, but he sure is pretty kind of standoffish, it seems. I mean, he didn't give April the time of day and just kind of gave her a one-worded answer and just did his own thing. Donatello, I wouldn't say he's in any kind of problems. He's not necessarily like doing any self-reflection. He's just kind of chilling out and watching the waters and stuff. Raphael is having some issues. So yeah, I mean, we got like half the team is just kind of out of it. That was basically kind of what this issue was. It was just, I don't want to say more of a downer issue, but just more of a, like, things aren't going all too well for our heroes, and now we got to see where they're going to go from here on out. But yeah, it was interesting. I will say I'm interested to see where the next issue is going, because I took a little peek at the title for the next issue, and it's called City at War. And I know all about City at War. I mean, I don't know about City at War in this volume, but I mean, City at War was a thing in the IDW runs. City at War was a thing in the 2003, yeah, the 2003 cartoon series. And the City at War is always like a really great arc. Every time City at War is attached to the Turtle brands, it seems to be really freaking good. At least the 2003 episode was like I think it was a 3-parter, 2 or 3-part. I can't remember. It's been forever since I've seen it. But that series of episodes was really freaking good. And the IDW run, I haven't really read IDW, but I did read some of the City at War, and that was really freaking good too. In fact, I did a video on one of them. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how the original City at War went. So that's going to be the next issue. But yeah, there you go. Shades of Grey Part 2 issue number 49 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Came out July 1992. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on it. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this run. I hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.